Okay, here we go. Time to do another live video. Let's wait for some people to check in. I am currently at home. I think we're on day 13, day 14. And I do think it's really important to continue checking in on Instagram Live for so many different reasons, and checking in with clients and friends and family and staying positive through this difficult time. I think our mindsets right now are the most key to how we get through this time, because we can either have a positive mindset and try and enjoy this time and focus on the positives and spend this time with our family. And I know for me, I've become a cook, a cleaner, the head of dishwasher, a full-time dad, husband, friend, father. And it's actually been an amazing time to realize that now's the time to slow down, enjoy my family, enjoy the smaller things in life that we've been gifted with: our health, a roof over our head, our family, food, shelter, and all of those good things. And I think if we can focus on the positives and not the negatives, we'll get through this and look back at it, and we'll be proud of ourselves for having the right mindset. Instead of being negative, being in our own heads, worrying about what's going to go wrong, reading the news, getting incorrect information, I want to be up here with positivity, and I want to make sure that I'm able to pass that on to all of my friends and family and people watching. Stefan, yep, I grew a beard. I thought, why not? It's the first time ever. Chloe thinks I should shave it. But I really love the fact that we have Instagram and different social media portals to connect with other people. I love that I see people on from Paris, from Italy, from Portugal, all around the US, and how no matter what's happening right now in the world, we're in this together. And I think it's quite a reassuring feeling that we're in this together. The real estate market, I'm keeping busy. We've got deals going. We currently have 7 deals in escrow. We have 2 offers that we're negotiating. And of course, the market's going to quieten. It's going to soften. And of course, things are going to change. We're at home. But I think if you can be out there creating ways to keep yourself busy, creating ways to keep the mind focused, and creating ways to give back, be of service, you will see that this time will become a lot more fun for you. And I want to make sure that I continue to check in with people on maybe a daily basis, and just state to people that it doesn't have to be such a depressing situation, because it's really not depressing as long as your mindset is right. I'm going to check in here who wants to go live here. There's a couple of people. Let's see if any of them are here. Someone just, let's see, Team Nico is unable to join. Why is the property on Hillside back on the market? I don't know which one you're referring to. We had several properties on Hillside. One we just closed for 35.5 million, and that's definitely not back on the market. At least I don't think it is. And then we sold one and we leased another one also on Hillside. Hold on. Let's see, who wants to go live and ask some questions? Let's see, Jasper. Trying to still figure this thing out. Give me a second. Connecting. What's up, Jasper?
How are you?
Excellent. Where are you dialing in from?
I am from the Netherlands.
Fantastic. How's it going over there?
It's actually going very well.
Are you quarantined? What's the situation in the Netherlands?
Yeah, you have to stay at home. So.
And how long has that been put into place?
For now on, I think until the 6th of April, I guess.
And how you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm just, yeah, sometimes playing video games. So.
Video games will get you through it, man. And are you at school, at work, college? How old are you?
I'm working at McDonald's, so.
Fantastic. Well, let me make some suggestions here.
Yeah,
Stop playing video games, grab a notepad, grab a pen, write down all the things you're grateful for, write yourself a gratitude list, and think about things you can be doing right now to better your life, better your mind. And then once you're finished with that, you'll feel good, and then you can go kick some ass on the video games.
Give me $1.
Yeah.
I owe her $1. Said a bad word. Terrible. Anyway,
Watch your language. Watch your language.
Stay focused, my man. Keep smiling and hang in there.
I will.
And write a gratitude list. It will help you.
I will.
Take care, my friend.
Same.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
How incredible that we get to do this and connect with other people. I just think it's absolutely unbelievable. And I love the fact that I'm able to share what I'm going through. And I just want to state this. I like to stay positive as much as possible, but I also don't want people to think that I don't have fears or anxieties. I absolutely do. You know, I often sit in my fears, and it's hard. I mean, we're human beings and we're all different. We all have our own fears, and unfortunately there's some that will minimize their fears. There are others that will maximize their fears. I choose to try and minimize them, and as I've grown, I'm trying to work on my fears and minimize them. And so there's so many different ways that you can do that. For me, I like to get in front of those fears, step in front of them instead of standing behind them, so that I can become a better person. I just think that so many of us get scared, and then we don't deal with it. And then that fear becomes so much bigger than it needs to actually be. But you know what? This is a difficult time. People are going through it, and we're all going to get through it universally. Let's continue to see who else is here. Let's see. We got Rue here. Let's see if they connect. This is Chloe, by the way, who I asked to give me some private time, and she clearly didn't. Hey, how you doing?
I'm fine, thanks. How are you?
Excellent. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Zimbabwe.
Oh my God. See, how awesome is that? I love it. And how's everything going in Zimbabwe?
For us, it came in late, and a lot of us are not reacting the way that we should, and it's actually creating panic to a lot of us. A lot of people haven't understood the consequences of it. So a lot of people are still moving, and we had one death so far. And
how many cases do you know?
Well, the problem is our government is really not telling us the truth, but we kind of think it's it's actually a lot, because there's one guy that came from New York, and he went from a restaurant to a club, a prominent club, to the bank, to the gym. So we should have a lot of people, but we haven't gotten so many cases. So far, we're still being told 2 cases, and that's totally impossible.
Right. I'm so sorry that you're going through that. Honestly, it's crazy. I think there's many countries around the world
Yes.
that the governments are not telling the citizens the truth about what's happening. And that's extremely scary in itself. I mean, to not really know. And I think that the reality is, if we can all self-quarantine for right now until this situation gets a little more under control, the safer it becomes for everyone. And I know in the US, the numbers aren't accurate either, because the test kits weren't provided to people until now. And so those numbers aren't real numbers. And they're forecasted to go up astronomically over the next couple of months. And I think as long as we can take the right precautions to remain safe, stay inside, maintain social distancing, we can only do as much as we can do. And it's really tough. It's really
You're
tough.
doing a very good job. Please just let it known that people just stay indoors just for a little while. It will eventually get better if we just stay indoors.
That's right. That's right. Hey, what's your you don't speak Afrikaans, right?
No, that's South Africans.
What's the language called? The native language?
Shona.
Shona. How do I say lovely chatting with you?
Ndafara nekutaura niwe.
I love it. I'm not even going to try and repeat that. That is awesome. Stay safe. And even though you know the numbers aren't real, just protect yourself, spread the word, and stay positive. So nice chatting with you. I love that you called. Thank you so much.
Good job. Okay.
Mwah. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Lovely ladies from Zimbabwe. How incredible is that? We're sitting here, we're talking, everyone's sharing the same sentiment. You're not showing a TikTok dance. This one wants to start showing TikTok dances. How wonderful. 10 years old, and all she wants to do is show a TikTok dance. All day long. All day long. Anyhow, all these incredible people. I see people that are listening in right now from Zimbabwe. I think that's absolutely amazing. I see my lovely friend Andrea's mum, who's putting hands up saying, please pray for Andrea. Andrea Gaskin is a dear, dear friend of mine and David's. And Andrea had a big operation yesterday and is currently recovering. And so if everyone could say a prayer for Andrea right now, that would be absolutely incredible, especially going through this at such a tough time. Our prayers are certainly with you. Let's go to my cousin Michael, who's calling in from London right now. And I actually know London have just enforced a mandatory lockdown. Mikey.
Yes, Jimmy.
How are you, dude?
Yes, mate. How are you?
I'm good. I don't like that Tottenham Hotspur hat you're wearing.
I wore it especially for you, mate.
Take that off. Mikey, tell everyone what's happening in the UK. I know they just enforced mandatory stay at home, but apparently people are saying it's a mixed message right now. And apparently the streets were really busy today. What's going on in London?
So what's going on in the rest of the world's all the same. It's a mess. And it's all a little bit uneasy. It's hard to process everything. I kind of repeat that quite a lot when I speak to people. It's very, very difficult to process what's actually going on. It's totally unprecedented. And I think, you know, all the things that you have been bleating on about staying safe and self-isolating is absolutely correct. But in the world of business, which you and I are kind of in similar, you know, sectors, it feels almost like it's paralyzing a little bit, and totally understandable. You know, you can't always, you know, make people sign contracts, and doing viewings obviously is non-existent anymore. So it's
for now,
a real
that's going to change.
Well, I hope so.
It will.
I hope so.
It absolutely will.
Well,
they've enforced it, Mike, right? People are not allowed out now in the UK, and they're saying they'll bring in the army if people don't.
It's a bit funny. I guess it's not a complete lockdown. It's more of like you are allowed out of your house, but you're not they don't want you gathering. You know, I think you social distancing is probably the polite way to put it. They don't want people to be together. And you can still go out and go for a walk and go to a shop, but you need to be doing that kind of on your own. But it's not quite like my mum, who lives in south of France, where she has to download a form, print it off, and then it's literally like your ID papers, is that what it was like, you know, in wartime.
Mad.
You present your papers to a policeman. Seems ridiculous.
And Mike, are they allowing real estate agents in London to show properties, or is that considered part of the ban? Because in the US, I just heard that real estate agents are not considered essential business, which obviously, I mean, I'd like to think we are essential. Everybody needs a home, but at this time they're encouraging virtual showings and virtual tours, and obviously our team.
Yeah, we're doing all of that kind of stuff as well, but nothing really kind of can substitute real life, you know, meeting with somebody and having a proper human interaction. You try as you might, but yeah, it's all being it's all going to be short lived. We just need to kind of get through this.
That's right,
and we will come through the other end. And
yes, we will. And that's the right attitude to have, joking aside. I think a lot of people are like, holy shit, this isn't going to change. Oh my God, the market this, the market that, the economy this. The truth is, nobody knows. We've seen recessions where the real estate market hasn't collapsed. We've seen the other way round. I think right now, the market's been hit hard. People need to sit and wait, not panic and liquidate. And I think at the end of the day, the market's going to come back. The economy's going to come back. The economy and markets are cyclical, with or without coronavirus. And as Charlotte Jacks just wrote, we will be fine. And I believe that we have to have that positive mentality and breathe that positivity right now, because if everyone walks around with their shoulders down, feeling depressed and sad and worried, then it's going to bring everyone down. Whereas within reason, I think if we stay positive and we stay, if we stay in the mindset of it's going to be okay and we're going to get through this, we're going to get through this. And I know you're smirking because you're my cousin and think I'm full of shit, but I'm not.
I don't. You owe me $1.
I don't. I think you're absolutely right. Everyone's got to remain positive, but at the same time, everyone needs to be taking these precautions. It's no joke, this thing.
No joke.
You know.
You know what else is no joke? Glenn Spyro said, "Why are you wearing a silky hat?" Thank you, Glenn. Thank you, Glenn. Oh, that's brilliant. All right, Rabes, I love you so much.
Lots of love, Jimbo.
I love you, man. Lots of love,
God
Mikey.
Bless. Bye, mate.
Bye. I love that. That is my cousin, first cousin from London. Silly, not silky. Yeah, so Mike's my first cousin and an amazing guy. So, and he's also in real estate. He runs or owns a commercial real estate company in London on the city fringe. So I'm sure he's being impacted. From Italy, what's up, man? I wish you'd give me a call. I'd love to speak to someone from Italy and hear the current status of what's happening in Italy right now. Portugal, I know you guys are going through it. It's crazy how we're universally going through this together, which for me makes me feel a lot more comfortable because we're all in it together and we're all dealing with it together. And I think that that's quite a calming feel. Let's see who else we have here. Do I speak Italian? I just about speak English. What's up?
Oh, no way. What's up, James? How are you?
I'm good, man. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Pennsylvania.
How's things going over there?
Pennsylvania, well, you know, obviously I'm a real estate agent. That's on pause right now. We're not allowed to show properties. We're kind of on lockdown in our homes. We can go to grocery stores, get us life-sustaining businesses you can go to. They're open, but unfortunately, real estate isn't considered life-sustaining. So
that's right.
Just working from the home office today.
That's right, man. You know what I figured out? The first couple of days this sort of really took effect. I was walking around in sweatpants and a hoodie, and I wasn't really getting myself ready for the day, and I hadn't really found my routine. And I just want to say to you as a real estate agent who we have so much opportunity to create right now, I'm now getting up at 6:45 every morning. I'm running by 8:15. I'm at my desk by 8:45, 9 o'clock. Boom, shower, get my routine going, and I'm working all day. And I think now is actually an incredible time for us to set up for the next 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks from now. Set up what our goals are, where we want to be, and create opportunity now whilst we have this downtime. Don't look at this as a vacation. This is not a vacation.
The worst thing we can do is act like it's vacation, and then, you know, the people who are grinders are going to prevail, and then the people who slack are obviously not. Question for you, James. You know, you're a seasoned agent. How are you dealing with deals that are currently in escrow? How are you working those objection handlers and keeping those deals afloat?
It's a great question. We have 7 deals currently in escrow right now, ranging anywhere from 2 to 15 million. And I personally am being completely transparent with every single one of the clients. Everyone has concerns. I think in this business, you have to be transparent. And the truth of the matter is, right now, today, we don't know what's going to happen an hour from now, tomorrow, next week, next month. right?
Exactly.
And so I think you just have to be very honest with the client about where the current economic climate stands. And that is that we're in a global pandemic and everyone's dealing with it one day at a time. And as long as each of those transactions, you feel comfortable about your client buying or your client selling, depending on which side of the deal you're on, as long as you translate the truth and the honest opinion of how you feel, it's really up to the client to decide on what they want to do or don't want to do. Thankfully, we haven't lost any escrows right now. In fact, we've received several offers in the last few days. I think
that's awesome.
for deals. I think you have to just focus on the fact that people still need shelter. They need a home. People can still take advantage of incredibly low interest rates, which is massively advantageous to a buyer. Escrow and title companies are working hard right now to look at handling closings electronically, so you don't need to go in and handle wet signatures and things like that. And I think you just have to be honest with the clients.
Well, thank you so much for that advice. I wish you guys all the best in California.
Thank you, man.
Again, huge fan, love watching the show, and wish you guys all the best. Thanks for having me on.
I appreciate it, man. Stay safe, stay indoors, and keep working hard, my man.
Will do. Take care, James.
Bye-bye.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Awesome. I love it. There's so many different countries listening, so many different professions listening. And I'll tell you what, social media is one incredible platform. And if you are in real estate or you are in any type of sales, I think now's the time to truly use social media as a platform to your advantage. It costs $0 to do. As long as you're consistent with it, like anything in sales, as long as you're consistent, it proves to be effective. And I'm making a conscious effort right now to make sure that I post every single day or come on Instagram live every single day. And as long as you can just remain consistent with whatever you do in life, it typically does pay off rather well. Let's see who else we have here. I would love to catch someone from Italy and see what's happening over there right now. I don't speak Italian, unfortunately. My wife might. Valeria, hello.
Hello, good morning.
How are you?
I'm good. You?
I'm very well. Where are you calling from?
From Italy, from Milan.
Ah, you're in Milan. I just asked. I said I'd love to speak to someone. How's everything in Milan? Just so you know, Italy is a special country in my heart. We go every single year, and we've been praying for you guys, and I hope it's getting better. But tell us, how's it going?
It's going quite. I mean, it's quite difficult because we don't know really. I mean, really well how much time it's gonna take to improve the situation in general. Right now, I mean, we are in lockdown. I mean, we cannot go out. Unfortunately, I have a dog.
Oh, beautiful.
So, yeah, with the dog, we are allowed I mean, just to go out, not more than 200 meters from the house.
It's crazy.
That's it. So we're not even allowed to go out for a walk or just for running.
And I'm so sorry to hear that. It's actually been heartbreaking watching everything happening from afar. And I'm not, have they seen a curve in the trend of new cases versus deaths since the quarantine yet?
Probably not yet, but I mean, I heard before on the TV that probably in the next few days, maybe the curve is gonna be better, like it's gonna go down. But I don't know. I mean, nobody probably know yet. I mean, especially here in Italy, I don't know. It's difficult to predict, I guess.
And how are you hanging in there?
I'm just staying home. It's boring, to be honest. It's boring. But yes, actually, I mean, I'm a medical student, so I have to study. So
wow, well, this is a good time to study. And just so I know, how are you guys getting groceries, and how do you guys get to the pharmacy and things like that?
Yeah, actually, so to go to the grocery and pharmacy, we are allowed it. I mean, you have to fill up like a paper where you write like that you're going there. So if the police stop you, you have the paper written down, and that's it. I mean, you're allowed only to go for for those places that are considered sort of vital life, you know. So
yes, the vital essentials, and you have to fill out a form. I think other countries now, especially around Europe, I know France have implicated the same measure.
Yeah.
Any others?
No, apart from that, I mean, because Milan is in the red zone, so probably is one of the worst zone of Italy right now. In the south of Italy, I think that, I mean, it's more or less the same. They have less infected people, but yeah, more or less is probably the same as now here in the north of Italy. Yeah. But anyway, let's hope it's gonna be better soon. Also because, I mean, to stay home every day, it's a bit boring.
Dude, hang in there, man. The whole world are praying for Italy. We're all in this together. And
yeah,
dude,
we really appreciate it.
It's going to get better, and it's going to be okay.
We really thank everybody in the world, because we receive a lot of actually support from everybody. So it's a pleasure. Nice,
of course.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, also, say hello, Chloe. You ran off, man. I love the fact that you're still smiling through all of this, dude. Keep smiling. Hello. Keep smiling, keep learning, take this time to focus on education and all of that great stuff. Stay connected. Yeah. I mean, dude, we're not going through it the way you are, but I'm making sure that I stay connected with friends and family and Instagram and emails and phone calls. And dude, just stay connected and stay strong. And we are all around the world praying for Italy right now. And we will get through this.
It's a pleasure, man, to speak with you.
Likewise.
Also, I'm following you also on the TV, on the program.
Thank you, man.
And my mom is working in the same field as yours here in Milan.
Oh, fantastic. Well, tell your mom I said hello, and tell her not to get down about this. She's going to get through it as well. And please, God, we will be in Italy in August. So that's the plan right now. Please, God.
And my plan was to come to California in August.
Well, make sure you reach out when you do. And if we're here, we're having a coffee, my man.
Okay. It would be a pleasure. The same for you, man. Eh? If you come to Italy, you're more than welcome. I will bring you to the best place to drink a coffee.
You are very sweet, my friend. I love that you're smiling. Thank you for calling, and stay safe and happy, my man.
You too, man. Enjoy.
All right, dude. Take care. Keep in touch.
You too. Okay. It's a pleasure.
Bye-bye. My pleasure.
Bye-bye.
Bye. I mean, guys, how incredible that we get to uplift each other and talk to each other and stay connected with each other. I saw one of these memes that said, our great-grandparents fought in World War II. All we have to do is stay at home. It's true. You know, this is going to be okay. I know that so many people are struggling so hard around the world, and especially in Italy and in China. And it's really, really tough. But I think united, we have to stand, and united, we will get through this, and everything will ultimately be okay. I'm going to do one more quick chat here, and then I'm going to head out because we have lunch. But let's see where Ozan is from right here. Hey, Kathy. Hope you're doing well. Hopefully you're DJing at home and enjoying this time. What's up, dude?
Hello, how are you, James?
I'm great, man. How are you?
Fine, thanks. And you, hello from Istanbul to California, LA.
I love it. I love it. How's everything going in Istanbul?
It's getting, I have to say, nowadays is okay, but it's getting worse Yes.
It is. Do you know how many cases they've disclosed in Istanbul?
What? Say again, please.
How many cases do you have in Istanbul?
It's about 500 people,
500.
and 40 of them unfortunately dead.
I'm so sorry.
Yes.
I'm so sorry. And are you quarantined? Are they asking you to stay home in Istanbul?
Yeah, I am in quarantine nowadays. It's about 1 week. I am in quarantine, and the sectors are stopped now. You know, it's a bad situation, especially tourism. I work in tourism sector, and the tourism is now dead.
Yeah, that's got to be so hard. I actually have a friend in Los Angeles that's in tourism, and listen, it's going to be a tough time for tourism. There's no question about that, and it's going to take time for people to get comfortable in that field. But listen, stay strong, stay focused, and we're all in this together, my friend. We're all in this together.
Thank you, James.
Of course. Thank you, and I will speak to you soon, okay?
It's a pleasure to speak to you.
Take care, my
Thank
friend.
you.
Bye-bye. Wow. All right, guys, that was amazing. What's up, Arvin? I hope you're well. Sanjay, I hope you're well. Love it. Denver. We can't go to the USA because Trump canceled all the flights from Europe. Yes, that's because we have a global pandemic. So probably better you stay at home. Let's just do this. This has been incredible. And I'm going to continue to do this. When is the new season? That is going to be announced very soon. But it is coming and it will be here very, very soon. And so I'm excited for that date to be shared with everyone. I know it's going to be announced any minute now, so that's really exciting, and we have an amazing season ahead, and we've been filming for a really long time. Anyhow, I'm out. I love you all. I will make sure to do this again tomorrow, and everyone stay positive, be happy, and let's all keep in touch. Bye. Peace. Trust you to come for the goodbye. Oh, one more TikTok dance. Bye, guys. Have a blessed day.